Hi, my name is Dr. Todd Rowe, and I am here to talk a little bit about the homeopathic medicine Aconite Napellus, or monk's hood, as it's more commonly known. Before I start, just a statement that nothing in this material is meant to diagnose, cure, prescribe, or treat any illness. Please consult with your homeopathic practitioner for treatment options. Aconite is one of the most beautiful plants that I know. It has a sort of a subtle beauty. And it's a relatively common plant, also known as wolfsbane. The abbreviation for this remedy that you may see on bottles and shelves is ACON, and the plant is found in northern temperate climates. It prefers a moist woods, oftentimes found near water, and occasionally can be seen in grasslands. From a homeopathic perspective, the main indications for the remedy are anxiety states, and this is used for the treatment of acute anxiety, and even panic attacks can be used to treat it with this remedy. More classically, though, it's used to treat high fevers, and not uncommonly fevers of 102, 103, or even 104 can respond well to this remedy. It's also very useful in the treatment of common colds and flus. It's a very useful remedy for conjunctivitis, or infections of the eyes, as well as inflammation of the stomach, or gastritis. Some of the keys that will help you identify that you need to use the remedy Aconite Napellus include sudden intense anxiety and fear. It can be so strong that sometimes people feel like they might die or something like that. Aconite is also perhaps our main remedy to use after natural disasters like earthquakes or tornadoes or hurricanes, and people are left in this state of post-traumatic stress disorder with great anxiety and great fear, and it's a wonderful remedy to treat that, as well as the aftermath of any kind of trauma, like a car accident, that kind of thing, and shock. Very useful, as I mentioned, for panic attacks. It can also be used to treat phobias and generalized anxiety states. Typically, people who need this remedy are quite restless and feel anguish and are quite hurried. They also are quite excitable, and they can be frantic with their pains, with a lot of anxiety. Typically, also, they do not like to be left alone and want to be with people and feel better with people. Remedies that you can compare this to include belladonna, and this is probably the remedy that is most often compared to aconite. Both these remedies have high fevers. Typically, aconite is more fearful than belladonna, however. Another remedy to compare is arnica montana, which also can be used in states of shock, but also has less fear and anxiety. Arsenicum album is a remedy that typically has a lot of fear and anxiety, but is a very chilly remedy, whereas aconite tends to be warmer. And a couple of other remedies that you can compare and sometimes confuse are coffea tosta and sulfur. That concludes the tips on Aconite Napellus. You can order this remedy through orders at AMCH.org. If you're interested in learning more about this and other remedies, you can sign up for our acute care course at acutecare@amchorg. Thank you very much.